Hello, I'm Jill Pay. I'm chairman of the Gender Index, and these are my biggest lessons. It's very important to be your authentic self. There's no point in trying to be somebody different or have a different personality for a particular role, because you will be found out. We've all seen people who've tried to image themselves differently for a particular role, and it goes wrong, and they begin to fail. And that's when mental health problems can come in. It's really important to be congruent with what you're doing and to be able to look in the mirror in the morning and align yourself with what it is you're going to be doing that day. Believe in yourself. The greatest gift you can give to a young person or somebody you're coaching or mentoring is the gift of self-belief. If you believe in yourself, you can do anything that you want to achieve. When I was going for the final interview for my first job in the House of Commons, I was sitting in Central Lobby early in the morning, all on my own. It's a huge vaulted lobby with stained glass windows and statues of former Prime Ministers, sitting there thinking, what am I doing here? And then after a couple of minutes, I began to think, well, the people who've taken me through this process, who've interviewed me, who've invited me to come to this final interview, they believe I can do this job. So I should believe I can do it. And I went into the interview in that frame of mind and I got a job. And the point is that you should respect the people who are offering you a job or asking you to take on a particular project or assignment because they believe you can do it, and you should believe you can do it as well. A tiny dose of imposter syndrome gets the adrenaline going, but otherwise it's a waste of energy. Get a mentor. I believe everybody should have a mentor. It's a very safe, non-judgmental relationship where you can share your aspirations, your fears, your failures, your successes with somebody who you trust, will be non-judgmental, but will give you a very different perspective on whatever the issue is that you're talking about. They will bring their worldliness and experience and will probably share their failures with you so that you can learn from them. It's a rewarding relationship to be a mentor, and some of the people that I've worked with, some of my mentees have published books, they've had academic recognition of what they've achieved, and they've gone on to be in senior leadership positions that weren't even on their horizon when we started working together. Taking different perspectives. It's very important to be able to look at any situation from different perspectives. So your own perspective is first position, and you're looking at everything from your own point of view, whether it's a one-to-one interview, a meeting, or a negotiation. A skill is to be able to put yourself in the shoes of the other side, and that's second position, so that you can understand how they're seeing what the situation is, how they're hearing what you're saying, and how they're aiming to get to resolve whatever the issue is or achieve the goal. An even more sophisticated position is to be able to step outside of both of those and take third position. And then you can look down at what your position is, what the other side's position is, so you've got those two perspectives on any situation, but the third perspective, and that does take some skill and practice to get there, but that really gives you a true perspective of how things are going and how you can progress and move anything forward. Network and have fun. It's really important to enjoy what you're doing, so to bring a light touch sometimes to a very difficult situation. Have fun with your team, but you can also have fun and enjoyment with your network, and a network is incredibly important, particularly when you're in a senior leadership position at the top of your tree and you can't really relax and let go with your team and the people who are working for you. But with your network, you can do just that. It's really, really important to grow a great network. When I was appointed as the Serjeant at Arms, which was by press release from Buckingham Palace, which was a very special moment, 5 minutes after that was published, I was expected to be the world expert on everything to do with being a Serjeant at Arms, which of course I wasn't. But I had a brilliant network, so I had access to all the experts I needed who could advise me when necessary. And I think that was the first time that I realised the value of the huge network that I'd built through this kaleidoscope career. And often working with students in college, they would say, well, how do you build a network? And I tell them, well, you're already in one. Your cohort with students is the beginning of your professional network. You will all go off and do other wonderful, amazing things in your lives. But if you stay in touch with others, that net will get richer and richer and will grow and grow. So have fun, but do build a really rich network. It will never let you down.